advertising has been unfair to society. Some people say there shouldn't be advertisements. Other people say the opposite. Those people can be right or can be wrong. But why is it necessary to advertise?
This is an easy question to answer. Advertising helps companies to announce their new products and new projects for all the people through the advertisement. There are a few consumers on the market willing to buy a product at any time. Advertising helps companies to stay ahead of the game while competing with other companies. Advertising is how you convince the consumer that you are the one he should choose.
Oftentimes, it's difficult to convince the consumer. To convince him, you have to attract him. And you can attract him with a good commercial, with strategies. And what kind of strategies work best for a good commercial?
A good commercial should always have to be true about the product advertised, must have humor, and sometimes a little bit of patriotism. Now you may be thinking, advertisements are never true. There is always the truth. The product exists. However, sometimes there is an exaggeration of how good the product is. Advertisements always try to be creative, but the problem is, sometimes they arrive to dramatize and then present a false product. Because, in reality, it isn't as good as what we see in advertisements.
But how about the amount of advertisements that are transmitted? There are too much advertisements on, for example, TV or cinema that consumes the time of people. Because things we can see in 10 minutes, now we see in 30 minutes because of advertisements. And that makes advertising be devalued and inconvenient because it causes exhaustion.
In advertisements, prejudicial products like alcohol and not so common tobacco are presented. This is a bad influence for teen population because they learn about alcohol, and because of this type of advertisements, it goes against the power's teachings. Tobacco companies shouldn't be allowed to advertise. However, alcohol companies can be allowed to do it already. But in the commercial, it should always implement a bigger and more flashy warning for people to have control and moderation.
Advertisements about food and clothes can make a person have a temptation to buy something that they don't need. Food has another problem, and that influences the rate of obesity. Because people consume food like fast food, and it's prejudicial to people's health.
Oh, so many negative effects about advertisements that we pointed here today. Isn't there any positive effect?
Yes, advertisements are something that in our days everyone has access to. So sometimes it's used to transmit a message or warning, for example, to not be on the phone at the same time we drive. This type of advertisement uses the power of your image to scare and warn people the possibility of danger and advise people not to do it. And with that, people can be more careful with them and at the same time with ourselves.
That's right. We asked for some people to tell us their opinion about advertising. Now, let's listen to what they have to say. What do you think of advertising?
Well, to be honest, I don't really like advertisements this day. I'm really upset because in our days there is too much advertisement everywhere. But forgetting this detail, sometimes the commercials are very good and the concept is very good, especially in Christmas. Yeah.
I think advertising is the way a company can promote their products and sell them for people with creativity. Yeah, that's it. How do you resume advertising?
So I think advertising is a way to show consumers the different products of different brands that exist in the market.
Also, advertising can pass a message of where we're living for people, and I think that can change the society. That's right. So, according to these opinions, we can say that advertising is the way a company can sell their products.
It's getting a little bit annoying.
And it can change the society. Could that be true?
I don't know.
Maybe in our next report we see that. So, this was everything we had for today. We hope you're in great health, stay safe at home, and care for everyone. Good morning, and see you next time.
Next time.